Okay, you've got an iron rail on your deck, maybe you've got an iron fence in your backyard. It's starting to look a little tired. The paint's faded, you've got some rust spots, maybe you've got a spindle that's actually swollen up and it's got a split in it and it doesn't look good. Let me tell you about that. So typically what's done with iron fencing, iron railings, when I first moved here 15 years ago, I believe most of the fencing and iron railing was powder coated. Now powder coating is a great finish. It's designed to be really, really durable. So it means you could take something and hit it and you won't chip it. But powder coating fades really quick here. So it was durable, but not aesthetically durable. And the main powder coater that was here before has gone out of business. They didn't survive the recession. So what's happening now, I think most of the fabricators here is they're spraying an oil-based DTM, and DTM stands for direct to metal. So this is a product they can apply straight to your metal and they don't need to prime it. It's a good paint, but it has its limitations. Oil-based fades really quick here. So that's probably the main reason your iron rail has faded pretty quick, is because it was going to. It was an oil-based product. So other things that can cause problems on that is these tubular spindles. They get a little pinhole in it. Moisture and humidity gets in there and then it freezes and expands and it blows it up and distorts the shape of it. Not a lot you can do about that. You can have that spindle cut out, but there's going to be another one that's going to do that. So you're kind of chasing something that you don't have a great fix for. If they were solid steel, we wouldn't have that, but they're hollow spindles. So we're going to have to deal with that. So what do? First thing we're going to do is we're going to go out there and scuff sand it really hard, because we want to etch that surface to provide tooth. And that's the technical term for paint sticking to a surface. So if it was glossy, smooth like glass, any paint has a hard time sticking to it, but we rough it up and that gives that paint something to stick to. It wraps around it and holds on better. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to wipe it down with lacquer thinner, and that cleans any hand oils off. We could power wash it, but I think on a handrail and spindles, I want to get it there and hand wash it. So that's what the lacquer thinner does. It'll actually get in there and clean it really good. If it's a water-based paint on there, it'll help melt it a little bit and we get a good surface for new paint to stick. And then we're ready to spray it. So we'll either mask up and spray that finish, the new finish on there, or we'll brush and roll it. Now the limitations with spraying here is that our low humidity, our abundant sunshine, and our breezes cause paint to dry really quick. So if we're spraying and I'm spraying one way on a spindle and I got to turn around and I got to spray the other side, it's drying so darn fast that when we shoot from the other side, we get overspray on it. So you get a good durable finish, but it's a little rough from the overspray. So that's the limitation there, is that when your rails were sprayed, they were probably sprayed under shelter, or if they were powder coated, they were done in a shop, and they weren't dealing with that. So they could get that paint to wrap around and flow and level nice like you'd want your woodwork. But we can't really spray outside and give you a super slick finish, but we can put a lot of coating on so you get durability. You want a smoother finish, then we're going to brush and roll it and give you a nice job there. So rusty spots, we're going to put a rust sealer on it, and then it's ready for 2 coats of a DTM product. And you'll actually get longer life out of the DTMs. They're 100% acrylic. It's what they're painting bridges with, they're painting water tanks with. It's a great durable product. It'll actually look better longer than a powder coat. It'll look better longer than an oil-based DTM. And yeah, it's not as hard as a powder coat, but don't go throwing rocks at it. Don't let your grandchildren or kids throw their bicycles at it and you won't get those chips. Normal use, it's going to hold up much better than what you had originally.